Officers learned through a series of tips that a subject by the name of Christopher Donovan, age 20, may be involved in the case of the missing teacher. With that little bit of information, detectives began creating a profile on Mr. Donovan to see if there may be some type of relationship between him and Ms. Roth. Detectives contacted Mr. Donovan, at which time he eventually, through a series of discussions with detectives, that he had some information about where the body of Ms. Roth could be located, and that there may be other parties involved in this particular case. Those other parties identified to be involved in this case are Cathleen Nielsen Roth. She is the daughter-in-law of the victim, Ellen Roth, and the wife of the son of Ellen Roth, age 21. James Johnson, age 23, of Albuquerque. Bella Gonzales, age 26, of Albuquerque. And Brian Roth, the son of Ellen Roth, age 19, of Albuquerque. All of these subjects are in custody. They were taken in custody by the Albuquerque Repeat Offenders Project officers yesterday. Early this morning, detectives were taken to the Jemez Mountains, to a remote area off of Highway 4 in Sandoval County, up by the Valle de Caras, reservoir or reserve. And officers have been out there since early this morning, and this afternoon, suspected human remains were located. With the assistance of the New Mexico State Police, the Office of Medical Examiner, we are out there on scene, and we continue to our recovery efforts. Through the course of the investigation, this is what we've learned: that 3 subjects involved in this case, Donovan, Johnson, and Nelson Roth, conspired to kill Ms. Ellen Roth as a result of her learning that her son had been stealing money from her and fraudulently using her checks and credit card. All 3 made a pact that they were going to kill Ms. Roth, and in the early morning hours of May 4th, they carried out their plan. Ms. Roth was murdered in the garage of her house as she left for work. Her body was then taken to the house of Ms. Bella Gonzales. They left her body at the house of Ms. Gonzales while they went to find a place in order to bury her. They found a place in the mountain, went out there, pre-dug the grave, went back to the house of Ms. Gonzales, then transported the body to the Jemez Mountains and buried her where she was found today. All the subjects involved in this case did have a pact and had promised not to disclose what had happened with each other. Since this did occur prior to July 1st of this year, I think this case is a perfect example of why the state of New Mexico needs to have a death penalty. These folks, these individuals in this particular case, have shown absolutely no remorse in this case at all. They killed Ms. Roth because of the actions that she took to press charges against her son for the crimes that he committed against her. So we very much hope that the District Attorney's Office will look at the date of this crime, look at the seriousness of this crime, the lack of consciousness from these offenders, and make sure that they're charged appropriately and justice is served in this particular case.